First of all, education, according to our definition, what education is, according to the definition of the scriptures, is a process by which an individual is able to understand himself, understand his inherent nature as a soul, and the relationship that he has with everything else, and ultimately with the source of everything that we deal with in life, us in the universe.
So for accomplish that, mere classroom learning is not enough. Therefore, the curriculum is divided into 4 parts. We have one, which is the ashram training. Ashram means the training in the monastery, how they do the services, how they deal with each other, how they perform their religious duties. Then we have the academic training, where they learn the 14 books of Vedic knowledge in different classes, strategies. After that, they have their vocational training, because the curriculum is kind of tailor-made, so all the students, they get a personalized curriculum. It's not a generalized curriculum. And then we have the 64 arts and sciences. They learn all kinds of different social arts, different natural sciences, and this is the whole curriculum as Krishna himself learned in his Gurukula.
So then in there, what we need to do is just to create values, and then specifically devotional values. We can create all kinds of values in life, because everyone throughout life is creating values. Everyone values something. So we want to give the children devotional values, so that the main emotion which will stay there in their mind, in their consciousness for the rest of their life, will be devotion. So that what we feel for the Supreme Lord, for Krishna, that is devotion. And that will imply all these divine and very valuable human qualities.
Then how to educate children in values? Values is not something that you can just go to a classroom, write some notes in the blackboard, and teach them. Values you learn through relationship. So in Gurukul, they do all kinds of services, all kinds of different approaches to education, as we have in real life. They exchange relationship with boys of different ages, of different cultures, of different backgrounds. And in this relationship, when they do their services, when they take care of the animals, the cows, when they serve their teachers, these values, they are brought out. That's the most important thing in education, to build character and values.
To give an example, to make it very practical, because the Vedanta philosophy is very simple. It's very simple, but in order to create a deep realization of it, one has to be free from selfishness, and one has to be free from doubt. Then, because the children are pretty much free from all of those, from doubt and selfishness, their minds are open to anything you want to teach them. So then, for them, it will be very easy to gain any experience. So then, when we talk about devotion, it will be very easy for them to have a devotional experience, and that's all what we want to create. We want the children to have a devotional experience. So then, for example, if a teacher of a parent, takes the child to watch the sunrise, beautiful sunrise. So then we teach the child that the sun is not just, it's not just a planet that is, a certain amount of thousands of miles away from the earth. It is that, but it is something more to that. It's an entity, it's a personality, and we make sure the children, they are being conscious of this, and that we offer some prayers, and we teach them how to do that. So this child will never in his life forget this. For him or for her, it will be an impression that will never go away from their heart. And then we take it farther than that. And we explain to them, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, how all that beauty and everything that can be perceived in the sun is just actually all Krishna. The sun, the light, the nice colors that are there, the whole thing is actually Krishna. For the child, it is Krishna. It is like that. He will take it. So, and for him, he will have a devotional experience. The only thing that remember in the childhood is just all these nice, they have all these nice devotional memories and nice emotional memories. Then they will build a life on that. They will build their values, their way of interacting with the whole world based on those memories. So the whole thing is based on proper sound. The whole education system is based on having a clear program how to create those devotional samskaras in the children. And then it goes back to them, the mother, the father. That's why in the Vedic culture we teach the children to, the first thing that they do when they wake up in the morning, of course they chant some prayer, to the Supreme Lord with devotion, and the parents should do it with the child, right? Because it's from them that the child is getting the mood. And then after that, the child should offer obeisance to the mother, then the should offer obeisance to the father, and understand why it's important. Then by some explanation, and in time, as the child develops, we start giving them little drops of some philosophical understanding why we do this thing, why we follow this tradition. One should be very consistent on that which, those habits you want the boys to learn, the children to learn. One should be very patient. Means one day would be a good day. Maybe another day which not be so good. But the point is, if you're consistent, that you will be able to see the result. The children will start changing their character and the way they deal with the whole world. You will be seen. And then, so the consistency, patience, and we should have a clear program as well. And the program is based on the definition that you have of the whole world, means the philosophy. So, so obviously the God conscious philosophy. So then we want the boys to have that faith for God, for Krishna, have that devotion, and be able to express it, and not only express it for themselves, experience it, and also so they can teach it to others in a very natural way.
And we see that although the whole curriculum or the school day in Gurukul is intense in terms of relationship, activities, and knowledge, we see how this is transforming the children. We saw many children coming to Gurukul from other schools with bad reputation sometimes. They were very misbehaved. But after coming here, just by the natural environment, just by the association, they change completely. We had students going out now, they're in their early adulthood, going out with a very strong and a very good character. But when they came to the school, it was different. Because when they go to modern schools, they are trapped in a classroom. They can't express themselves. They don't have classes in the nature. So they come stressed. You see that mood, that stress. But as soon as they come here with the natural environment, with the natural relationships, they start changing their mood, changing their character, changing their perspective of reality. So this is what Gurukul is about.